You don't need a real client experience in order to build a portfolio. You don't need to pay anyone to build your own website. In this video, I have created a step-by-step tutorial on how to create your portfolio and a website without any experience. Hi besties, if you're just coming across my channel for the first time, my name is Chisom and welcome to Chi Here I share general virtual assistant knowledge as well as my personal experiences. For this video, all you just need is patience and creativity, and of course, three tools: ChatGPT, Google Workspace, and Canva. So without wasting much of our time, let us jump right into the video.
So for Canva, we have to firstly open a Canva account. So this is a new Google account and I don't have Canva already set up for the sake of this video. So go ahead and set up a Canva account. Remember I mentioned we're going to be using ChatGPT. As you can see, ChatGPT is open here. So I'm be dropping the prompts that you can use to create real live project scenarios. Now this is for those that do not already have a Canva account. As you can see, a Canva has been set up. And then I'll go ahead to search for portfolio templates. So you have wide range of portfolios to choose from. So these are templates that have already been designed, and if you also want to like tailor it down, we can go ahead to search for portfolio template for virtual assistants. And then you click on enter. So for the sake of this exercise, we're going to be using this one. We'll go ahead to customize this template. And remember from the beginning of the video, I mentioned that we'll also be using Google Drive. I'm going to go ahead to work on some real life projects. So let's say, for example, the virtual assistant, I can just come here and then I want to get a calendar management project. What I'm going to do is take a screenshot of this and I'm going to use Ctrl+Shift+S. Okay, and I'll just take a screenshot of this. This is what we're going to be doing in our Google Drive. Just come here where you have the Google Apps, open our Drive. Okay, and then we have the new. So I want to create a new folder for all my projects. So I'm gonna name this portfolio projects. We have a folder named portfolio project. So this is where I'm going to add all the screenshots that I'll be taking to build my portfolio. So I'll go ahead to add the file that we just saved as a screenshot. Let me add that here. So this is the screenshot. Go ahead to add that. And then I'm going to also get to add another one. Then I'll go ahead to rename them so that I can easily recognize them. let's call this our landing page. So you can go ahead to customize this however you want to, right? And then you have data entry, you enter a note, you have bookkeeping. So for this, you can say managed data entry, any other thing that you would like to add here. Same as this, bookkeeping and then data management as well. And then I also like to remind us that whenever you do this, make sure to set it as visible to anyone who has the link. I'm going to go ahead to add the link here. See where it says link. So you go ahead to add the link. And then I'm done. So if anyone clicks on this, automatically it leads them to this, right? So that is how it works. I'm going to change this to meeting coordination. Calendar management. So all we have to do is come to the calendar management project, copy the link, go to our portfolio, and then we can add the link here. Or you can just simply do Ctrl+K to add the link. So we've added that. So you can choose to add it here. You can also choose to add it here. So wherever you think you want people to click on, you add it here as well. All right, so you've added that. Make sure to add your notes, customize it however you want to. And then the next thing we'll be looking at is the project highlight. I'm going to go ahead to remove this one. So delete the image, just the image, so I can always add something here. I'm going to upload. So you upload the file, and here I have a lot of screenshots, and I'm specifically looking for the calendar management. Here we have it. So I'm gonna put this here so you can see this is for calendar management. So you go ahead to add a description here, and you can also add a title. So you add a subheading just to indicate, oh, this is what this project is all about here. So you can put calendar management. And then reduce the fonts to fit in. And you can also decide to change the font as well. Okay, and then you add the same thing for this one if you have any other project you want to add. And also go ahead to duplicate the page. Right click on your mouse and you see where it says duplicate. And then you can also use the keypad Ctrl+D. And then it's going to duplicate this. And probably you want to create your own page. You don't want a customized page already. Just go ahead in between this line. You're going to see where to add you can add a page. And then for the support offers, just go ahead to add a service number one. Maybe you offer customer service, you add it here. So this is for customer service or customer support. This one is for if you offer social media management. And then we could say appointment setting. So you can go ahead to duplicate it if you have more services that you offer as well. You can just go ahead to duplicate this. And then the next one we have is featured work. So you can also go ahead to use this one, or you can use this. Then if you have client testimonials, also go ahead to add from the projects that you'll be doing, from the studio projects that we are going to be generating using ChatGPT. You also have testimonials from your clients, so this is where you get to add them, add some images, pictures, and the names of your clients. And there's a particular page that I'd like for us to add, so I'm going to duplicate this. And then since I want it before the client testimonial, so I'll just drag and drop here. So this is where it's gonna be. So I'll just go ahead to edit this, delete this, delete this. I'll just delete everything that is here. So once I'm done deleting that, you can call this tools used, or you can call them CRM platforms, or you can just name them anything that you want to name them, or you can call them productivity. You could use productivity tools. I'm gonna make just this. Good. And what will I do? I'm going to go ahead to download the logos of all the tools that I used or I learned about, that I worked with. For example, so we're going to go to the Chrome browser or whichever browser you're using and search for Google Workspace. Google Workspace logo. So it's going to give you all the Google Workspace logo. For that, I'm going to go ahead to download this one. See where it says save image as, copy image address. So I'm going to save image, and I'm going to go ahead to name it. Make sure you always remember to name it logo so I can remember, and then I'll save this. So I'll go ahead to do that for other logos. For example, ChatGPT logo. So you choose anyone here. So I'm going to use the one that has ChatGPT written on it. So I'm going to go ahead to save this. So now that we are done downloading the logos that we want to add to our productivity tools, we'll go ahead to remove the background. So we're going to be using a tool called background remover, and it's free. Okay, you can also use it to remove backgrounds from your pictures. I'm going to also be uploading my picture that I will add to the portfolio as well. So I'm going to upload. I'll upload my Zendex logo. Yeah, so it has removed the background for me. I'll go ahead to download and then add another one. Trello. Okay, download this as well. And then add another one. I also do that for Google and ChatGPT. So now that I'm done doing that and they have all been downloaded, so let's go ahead to upload the ones that we have already removed their background. So these are the ones that their backgrounds have been removed. So you have to do it like for all the logos that you're going to download. Now you're gonna see what will happen here. So you see, we just added it and it already has the background of our page. So all I just have to do is adjust the size and then we're good to go. Same for this one. Same for this one. Just and also for ChatGPT. So you do this for all the tools that you're going to be adding to this particular session. And then I want to start the page with an about me, right? So I'm going to go ahead to duplicate. Okay, let me use this one. So I'm going to go ahead to duplicate this and then move it here. So this is about me. So I'll just delete this. Delete this. Delete this. Also delete this. Oh, in case you just want to use it maybe for something. Let's say I'm gonna use this right now. I'm going to add my name to it. So I will go ahead to duplicate this one. And then put my name. Chisholm. And then adjust it. Just so it becomes like visible, I'm going to look for a fancy font. Let me use this one. So use this one and also reduce the size of this as well. And why we are going to be keeping this one is so that we can add our text here for the about me. So everything here is going to be about me. You can go ahead to delete this. You can add a new text. Add a new text box here. So whatever you write in, we can say a dedicated. So I'm gonna head to add the text. I can also do to reduce this or reduce this, however, or increase it, or you can also like change the font as well. Change this to about me. And remember, guys, I told you I was going to add an image here. That's a picture of myself. And so we can go ahead to, first of all, remove the background from the picture, and I will show you guys how I will be adding the picture of myself to this particular page. You go ahead to upload the file of the image you want to use or the photo that you want to use. It has to be a professional photo. So I have uploaded my photo, and then I'll go ahead to add it here. So you can see it has that background, but I don't want it having this background. So I'm just going to go ahead to delete this, and we'll go back to our background removal, add it. So guys, I actually generated this professional photo using Gemini AI. You can go ahead to generate yours. I'm also going to be leaving a prompt that you can use to generate an exact image of yourself using Gemini AI. The only thing it gets to change is just the background and then your outfit. So this is the image that I will be using. To remove this logo, you will use Snapseed. Snapseed. Got Snapseed. So that's what we're going to use to remove the Gemini logo. I won't be doing that in this video. We can go ahead to do that. So I'll just go ahead to download this image, and then we'll add it to our page or portfolio on Canva. Now this is it. As you can see, the background has been removed. Now I'll go ahead to add it here. And also expand it to fit in. And then you can also flip it. So you can flip it horizontally so you see it fits in. So we can take this from here. Let's move this a bit downwards. So we could add his here, add this here. Now we can also move this name from here. So I'm gonna move this and adjust it as well so it fits in properly. And so move this so it fits in here. Now, since this is invisible, I also want it to be visible enough. So we could also use this, and I can duplicate it as well. You can also decide to curve it more, and then the sides as well, so you can play around with this also. Now we have this part sorted. So depends on the type of picture you want to add or the image you want to add. You can use a frame or you can just remove the background. Now we have the about me section, we have the skills, and the productivity tools. Add as many tools as you would like to add here, and remember to remove the background. And then this client onboarding, I don't think we need this particular one, so we'll just go ahead to delete the page. If you have your pricing, maybe you have different pricing for your services, you can add that here, but this is not an option for us, so we'll just go ahead and delete the page. And then work with me, you can also go ahead to add your image here if you want to as well. You can also add the image here, and remember to flip if you have to, and then add your contact information, all the contact information. So anyone you don't want, all you just simply have to do is delete. For example, this is your website, so I'm going to be showing us also how to generate a website link. If you want to go ahead to add maybe your any social media platform like your LinkedIn, so you can simply come to element, search for LinkedIn icon. I think this is the perfect one to use since it's transparent here. So you just add it. You can remove this. You can also add a link to your LinkedIn account. Now, this is what I mean. So this is like a button. You right click on your mouse and then you see the link here. Just go ahead to add the link to your LinkedIn profile. Add it here and then you click on done. So whenever someone clicks on this, right, they're going to be directed to your LinkedIn profile. So I'll just go ahead to do that. And also for your phone number, you can add a link to your WhatsApp, maybe your business WhatsApp. You can add that here as well. So we're done with this. So you can go ahead to add as many pages as you want. Also, you can use that GPT that will suggest some pages that will be very important to making up your portfolio. So now that we are done setting up our portfolio with projects, contact information, about me section, services, the next thing to do is to create a website for our portfolio. And then you go to share, click on share. If you decide to download it, so I'm going to be showing you two methods of having this, being able to share it with clients or on your social media platform. So you can either download it as a document, a PDF document, remember. So this is what is suggested. So we're going to be downloading it first as a PDF document. So go ahead to download. So you can see it's downloading here. And then if we also want to turn it into a website, also click on share. You see where it says personalize your link, website. See, it's a website. So I'm just gonna add my name, Chisom. Okay. And then I'm going to publish this. Now you can see my website is live. So I'll go ahead to view this website. So here's my website. So anyone who I send this link to is going to be able to access this as a website. You also need to make sure that you change the name, rename this portfolio. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead to download this again. So that's what it's gonna be. And this is our website, right? Now let us test the links that we have added to this particular website. So you have this. This is how it looks. Remember, we added a link here. So I'm going to click on that. You see, it leads us to our project, which is the calendar management. Now here are the project highlights, featured work, productivity tools, and then client testimonials. So here is my link thing. So once I click on this, it's going to lead to my, it's going to open up my LinkedIn. So because I haven't set up a LinkedIn account on this particular Google account, I cannot access LinkedIn. But if someone who already has a LinkedIn account clicks on this, it's going to direct them to my LinkedIn account. Okay, so that's it for the website. So you just go ahead to copy this and save it. So now we're going to be looking at the PDF version. So this is the document. I'm just going to open it up. Now this is what it looks like. So you can decide to download it as a PDF document, or you can decide to download it as a website. You can decide to create a website using Canva. The beautiful thing is, whichever way you choose, the links are still going to work. Now, this is what I'm going to show you. I'll just click on this and it's going to, it's going to lead me to LinkedIn. And once again, I do not have LinkedIn opened in this particular account. So whichever you decide to use, be it a website, be it your PDF format, it's still the same results. And let us also check for our skills overview just to confirm. There you have it. So it's also very important. Remember that you need to make sure that this is accessible, because that is the only way that someone will be able to view your projects from your Google Drive.
If this video was really helpful to you and you're not yet a subscriber, please go ahead to subscribe, like, and you can also share, but make sure to hit the notification bell so that you get notified every time I drop a new video. Thank you for watching.